Kelly here with Kelly's Circle Life and the Broom and Moon Coven. So welcome to the new moon in Aries. Today we're going to do a reading for the new moon in Aries that came early this morning, or early where I am this morning. And it's been kind of something that has been in the works all week. And I feel like that has been energy, this cardinal Aries energy with all these planets in Aries and all this movement and the moon moving along in this direction. And now as it leaves Aries, the first planet to leave Aries and move into Taurus, and then the other planets are going to move some pretty quickly and are going to keep their journey going on, but like Saturn and Neptune are there, and they're going to be in Aries for a while. So even though we have this and Chiron is in Aries and it's getting ready to move as well. So we have all of these different planets and all of these different places and different ways of being in the planets, and they're all coming together in this Aries energy at this time, and then they're going to move on. So it seemed like a very auspicious day to do a reading for this new moon, because the new moon, even though the moon itself is moving, is going to is on its way around the zodiac signs, this energy is going to go along with it. And this Aries energy is going to stick around for a while. It's been building and it's going to stick around for a while. And so just moving through it, and these questions that we have and will give us ways to move through and take advantage of this energy, of this Aries energy that is with us right now, and being a big influence. So let's look at our questions. And today I have the deck that I have is a Tarot of the Dragons, and I thought this was a good one to use for the new moon Aries, since it is a fire sign. It is very creative. It can be very magical, but it can also be destructive, and dragon energy can be like that as well. So we're going to look at 4 different questions today. And so the first question is about passion, because the fire energy, this Aries energy and fire energy, is very passionate. And so where do we need more passion in our lives? And so let's look at this. And here we have the 9 of Cups. And this is one of those very glossy decks that it's hard to see sometimes, but see if I can get it in focus. The 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups here is a lot of times the wish card, the card that is about what we wish. And the Cups is that moment of having. The Cups is about emotion, and it's about having our internal intuition about the moon. It reflects the moon's energy. And so where do we need more passion? And so in the things that we wished for. So look at the things that you wish for. What are the things that you wish for that are very passionate to you, that just really make you feel good, that really tend to your soul? And that's where you want to focus. You want to focus that passionate energy, that really the things that really make your soul feel your soul, and that's where you want to put that. So what is it that you're wishing for, and how can we make that happen? And so the next question is about action. What one thing do you need to act on right now? And so here we have the Hierophant. And you see the Hierophant, and you see the dragon here above the the pyramid that is, and this looks like it's like a Mayan temple, and there's a jaguar and the monkey in the front. And so the Hierophant is about tradition, is about handing down teachings that are that are not, and sometimes it can be too rigid, and so you maybe are in a place where you're being bound by tradition, and it's not really where your soul is, it's not where your passion is. And going back to that wish, what is it that you are wishing for, and is it something that is being handed down to you and you really don't agree with it? You need to make some change, you need to take some action. And so, that we're going to work on being creative and having courage. So once you know what is filling your soul, once you know what is being really good for you, and you're ready, and it might be something is keeping you from that, then we need to look at how to move on. And so the next one is creativity. So how can we bring more creativity in our lives? And here we have the Seven of Pentacles. And let me see if I can get it to focus here. Oh, yeah, there we go. So here's the Seven of Pentacles. So creativity, and we are all creative in our own ways. We're all creative in some ways. Some of us are creative and in like the more traditional sense, and that people think of in art and painting and drawing. And some of us are creative in cooking. Some of us are creative in writing poetry. Some of us are creative in playing music. Some of us are creative in writing websites and code, and being technological. So there's lots of ways that we can be creative, and we need to keep that in our lives, because creativity is very important. And so with the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles is looking at what maybe is that point where you are growing something, and you're at the point that it's ready to harvest, or it's ready to be cut away. It's ready, because everything that grows, most of the time we have too much and we need to use it for other things. So how can we use it for other things? What are ways that we can use it? And even the leaves that fall every year, and they are then used and to become compost, and they're used to make the soil better and to grow new things. So your creativity here, we're looking at something that fills our soul, and that we are maybe being held back on. And so the Seven of Pentacles is giving us that creative way to bring this into our lives. What's a creative way for us to bring that 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 wish into our lives, and to take action on it? And so looking at that, and making the choices, making the good calls, and what needs to be brought in and what needs to be let go. So lastly, we have a question: courage. Where do we need to be more courageous in our lives? Oh, wrong deck. And so here we have the Ace of Wands. And this is a great, let's see if I can hold it in the same place so you can see it. The Ace of Wands. So here the Ace of Wands this is like this encompasses the Aries energy, and this encompasses this moon and Aries energy, and this Aries energy that we're moving through in having the Ace of Wands, because it is the beginning. It's the beginning of the fire suit. It's that that bringing in that element, that pure element of fire into our lives. So how can we be more courageous? Where do we need to be more courageous? And is in that taking action in all of these things, and being passionate, and taking action, and being creative. And so bringing all of these things together and bringing them into this one just beautiful place of creative action, and passionate courage, and and being open with it, and being letting your inner fire letting your inner fire grow, and letting your inner fire show, and not hiding it, and not being restricted by it, and not thinking that your fire is not as good as somebody else, or thinking that you're not creative, or that you can't make the change that you need to make. The Ace of Wands is there, and it's here to guide you through this time this time that we're in, when all of these planets are going through this Saturn the planets going through this Aries placement. And then as we move forward and things start moving along, and things start stretching out again, and we have all of these new elements, the earth energy, and the air energy, and the water energy, where the moon is going to be moving through between now and the next new moon cycle. So, the courage to take all of these things, and to take all of these things, and be passionate, and take it through, and really embody it, and take it into your soul, into your heart, and into your everyday life. So as you go forward, as you walk through this moon phase, as the moon waxes and gets to the full moon stage, and then it starts to wane again, this and walking with this energy, and letting it affect you, and letting it be there for you, and be courageous, and let your fire shine, and let your authentic self be you, and be proud of that, and be your beautiful, passionate, action oriented, creative, courageous self. So that is the new moon in Aries reading for today. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. And if you really enjoy this reading, and you enjoy working with the elements, and you enjoy working with astrology and crystals and all the things in witchcraft, then join me in the Broom and Moon Coven. We have a free community that you can come in. So you can get to know me, and know the coven, and just and get to know more about, and see if it's a fit, and see if it's something that becomes passionate to you. Is this your wish, your Nine of Cups, that you want to find a place to learn more, and to do more, and to go deeper in all of these areas. And so that's what the coven is here for. And I would love to greet you, and for you to be in the coven, and us to move together forward as well. So again, happy new moon in Aries, and I will see you again soon. Bye.